Good morning, South Florida.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Grab your coffee as we brew up the talk of the day.
From the latest scoop around town
to feel-good stories and messages of hope.
A few jokes and live calling.
Highlighting local businesses.
Discussing hot trends and news stories.
A dash of feel-good nostalgia.
I love those morning cartoons.
Keeping up with upcoming events.
Sometimes trying and delicious foods.
Weekly horoscope updates.
An occasional flying duck.
Some sparkle dust.
Don't forget my bell.
And my wand.
With our brew crew laughing on set.
So grab your coffee, your bagel, donut, or any breakfast as we get you up and ready for the rest of your day.
And don't leave us hanging. Give us a follow. Comment live or call right into the show at 888-994-4995 Studio B.
Whether it's a tip of the day or just to say good morning, we'd love to hear from you.
From Amp Media Production Studio, it's
the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show. Freddie, you have to get up. We've got a morning show to do.
Just give me 5 more minutes. Where'd I put my hat?
Come on, Freddie. You don't have time. Get out of bed.
I can never find my hat when I need it.
We'll get the hat at the studio. Let's go. Pour yourself some coffee and get to the studio because it's time for the morning show.
Now, where's my bell?
Welcome to the morning show with Dawn and Freddie S., the South Florida show that everyone's talking about.
Welcome to the morning show. Yes, it takes 10 cents to make a nickel, so they'll phase that out. And then the dollar is only worth 40 cents, so they'll phase that out. And eventually, there'll be no more money.
I'm laughing because I'm reading this. Good morning. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Talk to me Tuesday. I'm reading what you talked about yesterday, that it costs more than a penny to make a penny. It costs more than 2 cents to make a penny. Okay, so no more pennies. Theoretically. So then let's make more nickels.
10 cents.
But it costs more than a penny more on the nickel
10 cents.
To make the nickel.
Why
10
do you
cents
need
to
more
make a nickel.
nickels?
Because you don't have any more pennies.
So, nickels don't make up pennies.
So now we're going to round everything up. So it's not $3.91. Now it's going to be $3.95.
So according to an annual report, the U.S. Mint, each penny costs 3.7 cents to make, including the 3 cents for production costs and the 0.07 cents for the coin and administrative and distribution. Yeah. But a nickel costs 13.8 cents, with 11 cents of production costs and 2.8 cents of administration and distribution.
You believe
so I feel
this?
like I'm in math class.
Yeah, this is hurting my brain.
So
right? You should take this on your test.
I actually did well on it.
It costs 13 cents to make a nickel, right? So they're going to do away with the nickel next.
So
that's twice.
So they're going to take away the pennies and the nickels. And then the dollar is only worth 40 cents. So they're going to get rid of the dollar because it's only worth 40 cents. And there won't be no more money.
Yay.
So
everything will be free.
No.
No. You won't have access to anything.
No, people have digital money now.
That's right. It's going to be Bitcoin.
Okay,
which to me is a scam, if you ask me.
It's not a scam. It's just if you believe in it. Now, I'm going to give you the worst example in the world that I can give you. There is a 65% divorce rate in America. Yet people keep getting married.
Couples break up.
Well, that's 75%. So but they keep getting married.
Because they hope they're going to be that one or that 2/3 that doesn't get divorced.
No, people just get married way too young these days.
Yes,
they
why?
rush into it.
You know why?
Why?
Why would you get married? It ain't love.
Oh, for I don't know, money, I guess.
Money. You want, you want somewhere to live, right?
Money,
so you get a partner to share all expenses.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but the problem is once you do that, any civility or, whatever issues you have come right out in the open.
Of course.
No, I think what it is people have one argument and they think, okay, our marriage is screwed. But they don't realize, marriage isn't always supposed to be peace and love 24/7. There's supposed to be arguments. You're supposed to.
Yeah, there has to be room for disagreement.
The point is you have to work through that, and that's what makes it worth it. But.
See this? You get married to her, you inherit arguments.
Are we getting her mic pickup, Sarah?
I don't hear her.
Oh, you don't?
No. You got to open the mic.
Yeah, it's open.
Only because her mic isn't near her.
Your mic is nowhere near you. No, it's a side mic.
Front mic?
The front.
But then it's in my face. I don't like it.
Well, this is
Now
This is why I don't be on camera. This is why I do board.
That's why you do board?
Yeah, I don't like being on camera.
I still don't hear you.
Rar.
It's too low.
So listen to this. Even though the Mint may make only 850,000
Now I
additional
hear you.
nickels in 2025, you hear me, to meet the demand of the retailers. What retailers need nickels?
All of them.
That would wipe out the savings of eliminating the penny. So now we've eliminated the penny, we've saved some money, but now we need more nickels, so we're going to use all the extra money. That is like not even girl math. That's like government math, which takes girl math to another level.
Do you have any idea that businesses run on nickel and dimes?
Yes, I do.
The profit margin could be 29%. So if you don't have pennies, your profit margin just went out the window.
Exactly.
If you don't have nickels, your profit margin just went out the window. And if you don't make profit, you don't have business. And if you don't have a business, you have a collapsed economy. And this is the problem with stopping coinage. It isn't because what it costs to make, it's the end result of what businesses make at the end.
Oh, and here's a new executive order. Just fun fact, that in an effort to replace plastic straws with paper, he is now ending that.
I heard that. And, people are really upset about it. They're like, oh, like, you're wasting all your time, like, signing this document to ban paper straws when there's actual things you should be worrying about. Tell that to the guy who made that law in the first place to make paper straws. Like, he also took time out of his day to make that law. He's just reversing it.
Because apparently, according to President Trump, they're disgusting, paper straws.
They are
Well,
disgusting.
you should look in the mirror.
So we are now going to add more plastic back
him.
into our ecosystem. What the heck are we living in?
It
What
isn't,
world is this?
It isn't so much paper.
Plastic.
It isn't so much paper versus plastic. What gets me is the righteousness of his input. In other words, if you looked on the street today, when I was coming to work today, the cops are pulling everybody over. So I was on the phone with Gio. On that side of Florida, on the West Coast, they have these cameras over school zones. So they put a speed trap to see how fast you're going. They put one in front of my building, too. How fast you're going. There's a cop there waiting.
Those are all over Fort Lauderdale.
Okay, but check it out. The ones in the school are supposed to be till 3 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
So they are pulling people over at night at 10 o'clock. This happened to me when I went to
For a
CJ.
school zone?
That's not legal.
In the school zone. Well, hold on. Just hold that thought because I'm going to ask you to say it again. So they pull you over. And let's say that you are here and you don't have a driver's license or you're an immigrant. They're going to take you in. And let's say that they find out that you don't have a license, you're an immigrant, and now they're going to put you in the deportation center until they figure out who you are. You ready? You ready for this? The guy was born in Puerto Rico.
Morning.
But the whole thing
Maybe
is,
don't drive without your driver's
It was
license.
not
That's
legal
your
to pull them
fault.
over in the first place.
It was also not legal for you to get into a car without a driver's license.
That's right. So now it comes to contention. Do they have a right to pull you over
They're both in
on
the
something
wrong.
at 10 o'clock at night? At 10 o'clock, get that mic closer to you. 10 o'clock at night, which that's not the law. Are people allowed to do that? And if you got into a car illegally, is that a thing? Just because they searched you illegally, is it a thing?
I don't think so. Because, it's the person, they're breaking the law in the first place by searching that person.
Right, but they searched you illegally, allegedly.
What'd they pull them over for?
Going 50 miles an hour in a 25 zone at 10 o'clock at night because there's no school.
Either way, if you're driving 50, there's no road that's going to be 50. It's 45 and under. So either way, they're
45.
passing the speed limit.
And he was only 50.
Well,
That's different.
that's different.
That's
than,
legal, yeah.
That's different than it was in a 20 mile an hour that was not in effect. So if the speed limit was 45, he was going 50 and they pulled him over, that's one thing. If they're enforcing the 20 mile per hour school zone at 10 o'clock at night,
Well, they
that's
used the
different.
camera.
You could file a complaint against the officer who pulled you over for no actual reason, but at the same time, you're still going to get in trouble for the things that you did in the first place.
A judge just banned, I think it was Maton County. He told me the name of the county. They banned all the cameras. Manatee County. All the cameras are coming out.
Well, I'm talking about like the speedometers they have on the road.
Yes. If you go 5 miles, if you go 1 mile an hour, does a police officer have a right to pull you over?
Yeah, driving too slow is also illegal. You can't be driving on the highway 20 miles per hour
55.
when there's no traffic.
I always thought you had like a plus or minus standard deviation of 5 miles per hour.
55 on the highway. You can't
50
go slower than 55.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Is it true?
55 is legal.
But I don't think it's true.
Oh yeah, I mean on the highway and stuff, I've gone like 90 past a cop. They don't really care.
Really?
Yeah.
I went 80
crazy.
and he pulled me over.
That's because you don't look like her.
Actually, well, no. Actually, my friend got
Or her, I
pulled
would
over
pull
for
over.
going 80 on the turnpike, and then they said that she was going too slow because she was in the left lane.
Yeah, in the left lane, it's usually like 80, 85 and up.
Because it's 70 miles an hour.
Because there's no trucks. Trucks are illegal on the left lane because it's supposed to be the faster lane.
So you think that if you're 1 mile over any zone, forget about the school zones where they're going to pull you over, but any zone, they can't pull you over.
They can.
My rules don't go like 5 or 10 miles above the speed limit because then that's a risk of getting pulled over. If they pull me over for going 50 and a 45, I'm just going to laugh in their face.
But that's 5 miles over.
5 miles, I know, but like the speed limit is more of a suggestion than it is a law. You know, that's how I think of it. You know,
True
Well,
Oldies.
law
like you
is
should
the
go
law.
45.
Who
That's
has
the
totaled
safety
her
thing.
car.
But if you want to go faster, go for it.
I
You
love
know,
the speed limit's a suggestion. It doesn't say speed suggestion.
What about-
It
what
says
about-
speed
I
limit.
thought that for the speed limit, it was like pretty acceptable that you can go like 5 over.
No, it is
I did too.
acceptable, but they can still pull you over.
Oh.
They don't
They-
need a reason.
the only reason a cop would do that is if it's like the end of the month and they have to make up like
The quota?
yeah,
Is that really a thing?
it
It's
is.
a
Yeah.
quota. It's a thing. But they can pull you over no matter what. Now, you don't wear your seatbelt.
I do wear my
Can they?
seatbelt.
I didn't say you did.
If
But
someone
if
doesn't.
is that another option that you have?
I don't think you can get arrested for not wearing a seatbelt. I think you'll just get warning because it's more like
No, they
it's
pull
for
you
your
over
safety.
and give you a ticket.
Yeah, they will.
Really?
It is still illegal.
No, what is it? No something. No ticket. No.
No, click it or
no-
ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
my
I guess
parents
it-
used to scare me as a kid and be like, if you guys don't wear your seatbelt, the police are going to come and take us away. And I was like, oh my God, like they made it sound horrible.
The ticket is like $210.
Exactly.
Do you remember a time when we had no seatbelts in our cars?
Oh,
you
yeah.
didn't even have seats in your
I
car,
didn't
let
have
alone
seats.
seatbelts.
What's a seatbelt? What the hell's a seat?
What?
He had crates in his car.
I bought a stolen car. I bought a car that was stolen, and then I bought it.
Look at Haley's face.
I bought it, and the guy rebuilt it.
He's like, what?
So he said to me, "Do you want to buy it?" He redid the whole car. It was somebody had burglarized the car. He bought it stolen, a shell.
And you knew
And he
this.
built it. Yeah, he built it up again.
So if you got pulled over and they're like, the cop's like, hey, this car's stolen, they can take you away. You know that, right?
Well, I didn't get pulled over.
I think
I
the
went to the-
statute of limitations has passed.
I went to the junkyard and bought seats. He sent me to go get them. I was in a milk crate, yes.
Oh my God.
We put a rope around the crates in case they pulled us over. But if they had pulled me over, I would have said, I'm on my way to go get the seats
Where
Ever see
were,
the-
where were the seats?
at the junkyard.
He was getting them from another car. Ever see Fat Albert? I think they used to do that.
Yeah,
They'd
they-
sit on a milk crate with a rope around their lap.
Actually, you guys, since you're
Right?
talking about this, I actually have this bit about one of his comedy albums where he's talking about how Fat Albert actually basically built a car. So he talks about how, that his dad gave him the hull of a 41 Mercury and all the money he ever earned went into that. And so he had saved up enough money to buy a new engine. He goes down to the junkyard and gets the Cessna airplane engine to put in the car.
That's hilarious.
So, like the horsepower on an airplane engine.
Yeah. Did it work?
Yeah, he goes, now I'll tell you that there wasn't a car that could top Fat Albert's car.
Can you imagine? I guess Fat Amy is kind of within this generation. But I'm thinking no one else you could say Fat Albert wouldn't even exist anymore. But Fat Amy, remember from Pitch Perfect, right? She was a thing.
She's skinny now, though.
I know.
Skinny
Rebel
Amy?
Wilson.
She is Rebel Wilson.
Skinny
She's
Amy.
on
She
the
You
lost
list.
a
know,
lot
one
of
of her
weight.
first roles was actually in the Nicolas Cage Ghost Rider film.
You really should do fun
Ghost
facts with
Rider,
Mike.
yes.
Oh,
That's
Do you remember
true.
the goth girl
Yes,
that gets
yes.
That's her.
That's her.
that's cool.
That's cool.
She's
That was a
in
great movie.
everything.
I love that movie. Now, would you date a guy that had no seats in his car and had milk crates until
Listen, I'm a car girl. If he
it has no?
has anything not remotely cool, I know that sounds really shallow, but it's
What's a
not.
Jeep then?
It's more just because, like, I want
I
to,
gotta get it.
if he has a cool car, like, I could race him. And that makes it more fun.
You date by racing the guy you're interested in. You do drag
Well, like, I
racing?
want to be able to talk to him about cars, and, like, I want him to, like, know what I'm talking about, and, like, because that's fun for me. So if he's not interested in my hobbies, like, I'm probably not going to date someone
What
like
do you
that.
think about Jeeps?
Yeah.
they're the worst things to ever be made. They break down every 2 seconds, and
All right,
never
suppose
buy
they don't.
anything from an American company.
What about
Suppose there is-
off-roading with Jeeps?
What about off-road?
I've been off-roading in a Wrangler. We had one a few years ago, and it sucked. So
Okay, so there's that.
yeah.
Well, we just signed to sponsor a whole Jeep off-road affair. 3 days.
I mean, I love Jeeps. They're my favorite company. Do I get to drive it?
She says, I
We get
love
to drive them.
them.
Yes, we get to sponsor them. We're gonna do interviews and everything.
Oh,
else.
then yes, I love
You're
the
gonna
Jeep
actually they're gonna
world.
mount you on a Jeep that has like a thing on top, so you could put the cameras
Have you
on.
ever driven a Jeep?
Yes.
Have you?
Yeah.
My
You
mom
look like
had
a Jeep
one.
person,
Oh hell no.
not a Jeep
What do
person.
you drive?
Trucks and anything that has a bed in it.
So you could
Like
go
an
off-roading in a
F-150?
truck.
I feel like you would drive an F-150.
Did you hear what she said?
Anything that has a bed in it. I think she means like a flatbed.
Yeah,
I
like
think
in the
she means
back.
a bed
Yeah.
you sleep in.
Oh, I thought it was a mattress.
No trucks.
Here
trucks
I am
only.
thinking, what? How do you fit a bed in the truck? I guess in the back.
So why? Does it ride differently? You like
And
to
it
put
can't be
stuff in the
stock. It
back?
has to
Well,
be.
you know, you could get like a camper thing for the back of the pickup and then turn it into that.
I hate those things.
Yeah,
Why
they're
are
so
you gonna
ugly.
do that in March when you
No, I
camp
dated
there?
I dated a girl once that had one of them bad boys. I'm gonna tell you something. I says we're done. Gotta go.
You guys like camping?
Oh yeah.
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 Oh, there's camping too. by
Dorita,
the
you
way.
like camping?
When is this?
March
21st.
21st.
22nd and 23rd.
We're gonna be making the announcement. She's coming in tomorrow.
It's at Plant Bamboo in Okeechobee.
Are they
Wait a
gonna be
minute,
watching
You're
this?
going?
Oh yeah, they're watching.
I love
Wait, what
Jeep.
about Plant Bamboo?
I think we're gonna be, we're
This
gonna
is
be
our Jeep
promoting
queen.
it.
If Bronco wants to
I'm
pull
going
over
this
too, that's
weekend.
cool.
You're going to Plant Bamboo? I
Yeah.
heard it's amazing.
I go every year.
Well,
Well,
you-
every month that they
Well,
have.
you're gonna be going with us. We're gonna
Are you
be
actually
filming.
going?
We're actually doing.
What are you
it,
doing
yeah.
there this weekend? What's
You
there?
gotta cancel all your plans from the 21st to the 24th.
Wait, that's
I'm
a
bringing
weekend?
all. I go with like a group of friends usually. We just bring all our toys and ride in the mud.
You're gonna bring toys to play in the mud?
Well,
And ride.
like vehicles. Like you bring like.
Well, there's 1,000
4-wheelers.
vehicles. There's gonna be over
Off-roading
1,200 vehicles there
I don't
playing
think
in
I
the
can
mud.
go. I
Why?
can't do Saturdays
Why?
because I'm a
Shabbat.
Jew.
Because you're a Jew?
It's
Yeah.
Shabbat.
Okay, so be a Jew and be in the mud. What's the problem?
I
drive.
can't. It's
I'll
all
drive
just-
you.
It's still
Can't
not
do that.
allowed.
I'll put you in the
You
closet
could
until
do Sunday,
Sunday.
maybe.
Yeah, I could do a
So
Sunday.
do Friday and Sunday.
I
Friday,
thought you said
Shabbat.
isn't it Friday, Saturday?
It's
Sunday.
3 days. Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
So I'll have to come Sunday.
You can't do Friday either?
Friday's too close because like sundown is Shabbat.
Okay, I'll put you in the closet till sundown. After sundown, you'll be a vampire until...
That doesn't work.
We'll figure it out.
So you go when you go off-roading there?
Yeah.
They say it's a beautiful piece of property.
It's just a piece of land. It's not. They kind of like messed it up, but like, I think RYC's better. It has more trails on
What's
Plant-
ROIC?
it. Redneck Yacht Club. It's like
I forgot you do redneck stuff. You were telling
Yeah,
us, right?
and-
You've got property and stuff.
yeah, we have property in River Ranch, and then so Plant Bamboo is the closest one to us, and it's okay. Like it's just a big giant piece of land, and there's different.
It is.
mud
It's
holes
the
on it.
people that go there. The news is going to be there. You're going to be interviewed by the news channel.
I've never seen the
25.
news there.
So they
I've
go
4
at
seen,
o'clock in
4
the
a.m.
morning.
wait, what's 4 o'clock in the morning?
That's when they start.
The news? What are they doing?
We're about to
segment on?
find out.
Freddie's about to find out.
I've never seen the news there.
Michael will go with me, right, Michael?
When?
4 o'clock in the
4
morning.
Yeah, if you guys want me to.
Oh, I want you. I want Swamp Thing. I want you there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday with me because I'm going to be there 3 days. Because it's for the charity. You know, the funny thing is, I'm doing it for you. That's the funny thing.
Me?
Yeah,
Why?
for you. Tell her why.
Because they give back to the foundations to support different organizations, but you have to be there to win.
You have to be
It's
there
like
to
click it
collect
or
the
ticket,
check.
be there to collect.
So I got to be there for 3 days. No shower, no shave for 3 days for you.
You can't shower or shave?
You can, but it's all cold water, and it's
Oh.
not really like.
Like I said, no shower or shave for 3 days.
Oh my god.
I may stay at the hotel. What is it called? There's a hotel 8 miles away.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that.
Yeah, town is like a little bit of ways, but it's not too bad.
Indian Town.
But don't get a motel.
No,
Get a
because
hotel.
it has mites and stuff in it.
No, it just has bad people there.
Oh, that's okay. I love bad
Ooh,
people.
wow.
Okay.
It's going to be great.
I take out a bottle of whiskey, and then my bad people turn good people.
That's how Freddie's
And look
gonna
at
get.
her. She's like, I ain't doing that.
That's
I
how.
said, So you what?
I was gonna say that's how you're gonna get yourself your own like off-roader car to play with at the event.
She says that I can go in her truck. She has a monster truck, and she has like horns and siren, all the shit I like.
Roll bars and all kinds of stuff.
All sorts of stuff. Cookie Monster, you gotta be there.
All 3 days?
Yes.
You live up there, don't you?
This is right in your backyard.
Where is
Wait,
it?
where is this?
By Indian Town.
Plant Bamboo. Isn't that up in Okeechobee?
Oh.
Which is near
It's about a
Port St.
45-minute
Lucie?
drive. Well, from my house. From here, it's probably like an
hour
hour
and a half, they said.
20, yeah.
What's it called? Bamboo City?
Plant
No,
Bamboo.
Plant Bamboo.
Plant Bamboo.
Plant
I've literally
Bamboo.
never heard of this before.
Well, I hadn't either until yesterday, and now
Listen.
you talk about it, you know it. So,
You the bamboo queen. You the redneck.
do you camp there, or
Look
you
at
just
her,
go
look
for
at
the
her. She's
day and
laughing.
leave?
She's a redneck.
Yeah, we camp there. I bring an enclosed trailer, and we sleep in there.
You
Or
have an enclosed trailer?
Yeah, or you can bring like campers and RVs.
Wait a minute, what kind of enclosed trailer would you have?
It's just an enclosed trailer.
Can we use it to put the equipment that we're gonna be taking?
My bed's gonna be in there.
You can sleep in there.
My bike's gonna be in there.
You could put the bike in there. There's a whole kitchen
Is there air
area.
conditioner in there?
Yeah, you could just hook it up to a generator.
Oh, you
I
bring a
haven't
generator, too?
I haven't wired it, so
I'll
all I
wire
have
it
is
for you.
lights, but I don't have like an actual like.
You want me to wire it for you? I lived in one.
And oh really? And in
Yes.
a closed
You did?
trailer?
Yes. With the little hose and the little pumping of the toilet.
Well, mine doesn't have all that, but
No?
well, I have to put my bike in it, and so
You put the bike in the
it kind of
toilet?
limits me.
In the bathroom?
How big is the trailer?
It's not that big. It's
Do you drive the trailer or is it a hitch?
a hitch.
Okay, I used to have one where you drove it.
So that's not an enclosed trailer. That would be an RV.
An RV. To
Yeah.
me, everything RV-ish is enclosed.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's
That's what I'm
actually
telling
sitting
you.
right
You
next
can
to
go in
you.
the RV and you could
Oh
be
yeah.
Jewish all you want.
I
no
got this in the
problem.
mail.
You got that in the mail?
Oh wait, I've never seen.
Are you sure you know? Are you sure you've been there?
No. This is the thing, but I haven't seen this flyer.
It's been there for 5 years.
That's the amazing thing about our crew. No matter where we go or what we do, somebody's been there and they know it.
Let's take Broncos off-roading.
You could do that too.
Island off road.
I might
Jeep
crash
Music
it again.
Festival.
though.
Wait, the thing is, I don't. The thing. Okay, so the event that they're having this weekend is called Muddy Valentine.
Yes.
What is? I haven't seen this event.
That's in March. This is a fundraiser.
Oh, I see.
She's been doing this for 5 years. She has over 1,000 Jeeps that show up. She has all sorts of businesses. She's giving access to all the business. Talk to everybody. Let the world know that we're one of the fundraisers that she's raising money for. She's raising like 5 or 6 fundraisers.
Ooh, okay.
But you have to be present all 3 days in order to collect.
I don't know if she said that.
How do you know? You weren't even here.
I started
Or
here.
you weren't here.
And then
It don't matter where you
things
started. It
went a
matters
little
where you went.
sideways in the studio because we had not back-to-back meetings. We had 3 meetings at one time in one place. I know.
You decided to do the bird, and then you're gonna come back now. So you're gonna be there for the next 3 days. I told him you would be there 4 a.m, all through it, because you're the reason I'm doing it. You're the reason I'm doing it, and you're the reason that I committed to it. That's right. Don't look at me. Look at the camera. And only Mike. Super Mike will go with me 3 days, right, Mike? Me and you. We don't need to shower. What? Shower.
Oh, Sarah.
Come here. Have some
How
of
long
this.
can you actually really go without a shower? I'm lucky if I
Maybe-
go 6 hours. So honestly, if a
maybe,
morning
like,
to
You
night.
could jump in the lake.
A day,
They got
I
a lake,
guess.
right?
I don't know. I've gone without
It's
a
all
shower
mud.
for like 3 days before for
You
like an
could jump in the
outdoor
lake.
camping event thing, and it was not great.
Listen,
Yeah,
camping is you put on some off so you don't get eaten by the mosquitoes,
Okay,
and then the rest is c'est la vie.
let me
You
clarify.
stink, you stink.
It
You
was
muddy, you muddy.
it was sort of camping. I don't know. It was
Sort of camping. This one goes sort of pregnant. I was sort of pregnant.
What? Ew, no. It was for the trek because I was Mormon at the time. So it was
You were Mormon?
Yeah.
You were
Wait,
part-time
how
Mormon?
could you
I was
be-
raised Mormon, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But you're not Mormon anymore?
No.
So
What
what
happened?
I left.
You left. How do you leave Mormon?
you just like
Mormonism.
you just like kind of stop going to church and like stop going to like the Wednesday youth
But you're
meeting
still a
things.
Mormon.
No. I don't
She
believe
can-
in it anymore.
She left the faith.
Yeah,
Wait, so then how did your family react to that?
I wasn't like the first one. It was my older sister Abigail, and then I kind of just like stopped going to church and like.
Is your sister Mormon?
No,
Sure.
no one else. No one in my family is Mormon anymore.
Who started the Mormonship?
Probably my parents.
Your parents were Mormon?
Yeah.
Here in Florida, or they live in Utah?
Yeah, here in Florida.
Are they still Mormon?
No.
So they started it and then left it?
They quit.
Yeah. Basically.
So what are you now?
Nothing.
Were your grandparents Mormon?
Nope.
So your parents just decided to be Mormon.
Yup.
It's a tough religion.
Interesting.
It's
What is
interesting,
it?
I'll say.
What's different about it than, say, Christianity?
Probably the like founder stuff and mostly the baptisms for the dead thing.
The
what?
baptism for the dead.
Yeah, so like they believe Mormons believe in like a living prophet, like there's prophets now,
Okay.
which is what like the bishopric was or something. It's been so long. But so they believe in like prophets now, like there's a living one today. I know we have like temples and stuff like all around, and then like they don't actually believe in a hell. They call it outer darkness, but like that's not hell, and there's like 3 tiers to heaven basically.
It's interesting.
It is interesting. So,
and then
polyamorous.
oh no, that's FLDS, which is different than LDS, which is Latter-day Saint, which is technically Mormons, but apparently they don't like to be called Mormons anymore.
So you were a Latter-day Saint?
Yes.
You weren't the early saint. You were the late saints?
Yep.
Okay, so what happens is they don't believe in the multiple.
Yeah,
marriage
no.
thing.
They don't practice.
They're the New Testament, for lack of a better understanding.
They're like modern Mormons.
Yeah,
like modern Orthodox.
Right. I don't know what that is.
Modern
It's
Orthodox.
the next
I'm a modern
sect.
Orthodox.
You're a modern Orthodox? You
Yeah.
don't have little horsey and buggies and stuff?
No,
No,
that's
that's-
not any type of Jew. That's
That
like
would be,
that's like
the
Amish.
Amish.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
Amish.
Amish.
If I was like ultra Orthodox, I'd be wearing like skirts down to my ankles and like I'd have to wear long sleeves.
Well,
to,
you
like,
ain't
my
no.
wrist.
Are you even Orthodox?
I'm modern Orthodox, meaning I keep kosher. I believe in God. I do all like the Jewish
So
holidays.
you're Jewish.
Yeah, but I'm
You're
modern
Jewish.
Orthodox because I just don't look Jewish.
I didn't know a Jew
What
looked a
does that
certain way.
mean?
They do.
They do?
Yep.
Modern day Jewish?
Are
No,
your
like-
synagogues still split? Male and
What?
female when you go to synagogue?
I don't think that's a thing anywhere.
Oh, it's a thing.
like at Chabad.
Yeah.
No, Chabad, they're not split. They just have a machitza, which is like
The divider.
a wall. Yeah, a divider.
Yeah, did I tell you my story? I went to
What?
a Jewish, I don't know what you would call it.
A
A
shul.
wedding or bar mitzvah or
Something. Bar mitzvah. I don't know. The guy was being thrown around the air and
A
stuff.
bar mitzvah.
So I went to this thing,
Uh-huh.
and you know me, I went and I sat with the women.
You can't.
They told me that afterwards. They were screaming at me.
Yeah,
There was-
you can't.
There was this woman screaming at me in a foreign language. I says, I'm sorry, I don't speak what you're speaking. What's the problem? You, men, there. And I said, yeah, there's men over there, and I'm over here. What's the problem?
Because it's something
my
called
God.
Shomer Nagia, which is basically when men and women
Divide.
can't touch really until
Yes.
like marriage, and obviously you could touch your husband, but like, it's not really.
I know, I got in so much trouble.
Yeah, I could see that.
Then they sat me in the
Quite
back.
surprise, right?
They sat me in the back where there was no men. There was just a bunch of men in front of me in the back, and they gave me like a stack of books to read. Read. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? It was a guy with a big hat that said that to me.
Yeah, that's how you know it's a Jew. The big black hat.
Yeah.
Those are Chabad Jews.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you something.
Yeah, I see them everywhere.
And I was with Linda, and Linda was like, then there was when I don't know when they put us back together. Then it was like, you gotta chill. I says, I don't even know what I'm doing here. I didn't
Why
know.
were you there?
Nobody told me. We got invited. It was one of her good friends.
That's
Don't
so
look at me
funny.
like that. I'm telling you the truth. I didn't know. I
That's
don't
like-
know. Listen, if you don't know, you're gonna make mistakes, right?
Well,
I saw
yeah.
people walk in. I walked in. I went to the left. The guys went to the right.
I feel like if your camera captured me right now, I'd be looking at you the entire morning like, what?
Why are you looking at me like
Because you
that?
started with the off-roading thing and me and mosquitoes for 3 days, and now you're onto this, and I'm just beyond even
Because
words
because
of
of
what I
the
can
well,
say
you're
to
the
you.
one that brought up the religion thing, but that was a true
My
story. I don't
bad.
mean no disrespect. I didn't know. Don't scream at me if I don't know.
No, I think it's interesting to learn about new religions. I didn't realize Latter-day Saints was Mormon.
Yeah, they're the same thing.
I wish they taught more religions in school, like in high school. Like we never like like, obviously I went to a Jewish school, so we only learn about Judaism, but, like, I feel like it'd be interesting to learn about, like, all these other religions.
You want me to teach you Catholicism?
I actually have a friend who's Catholic, and he's been, like, telling me stuff, because, like, I ask him questions sometimes, so I'm very confused.
Don't be confused. Let your heart...
I'm very curious. Like, when I hear someone's a different religion, I always ask them questions, because I'm just genuinely curious.
Well, I've been everything. I've been a Catholic.
Someone asked me what you were the other day, and I even said to you, Freddie, what are you? And you said, okay.
Every day it's something different.
Because, you know, I don't live by the label. Mm-hmm. You know, if you want me to be Jewish today, I'll be Jewish. You want me to be, I don't know, Latter-day Saint, I'll be that. It doesn't. You can't judge me by my belief. Freddie. I believe in God, and
8
God
siblings?
doesn't have all these separations.
Yeah, I have 6. Yes.
6 siblings.
I feel like if you believe in God, like, that's what faith is, you know.
Listen, if you know how you prove you believe in God, you would take whatever you have on your back, your shirt, you give it to somebody else, and you do it out of faith. You don't do it because you think you have to. Mm-hmm. If you can do it out of no guilt and no reason, no rhyme, no reason, then you believe in God. If you can't do it, that's okay too.
You know who does that? This man over here. He would give you anything he had to share.
That's why he's blessed. I'm just telling you the way I see it. We're all blessed, but he's blessed because he does it from purity of the heart. There is no reason for it. It's not dating a guy in a car. Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
That's cool.
Well, I always believe that a true selfless act of goodwill always sparks another.
Yeah, for sure.
That's right. It bleeds forward. Absolutely. But you guys are lucky because back in the day, if you didn't go to church, you were taught that you would be condemned to hell.
Well, I'm not allowed in a church.
No. So I had an argument with the priest.
Really?
Yeah. And I said to him, I got to ask you a question because I don't remember Jesus ever saying that. He says, yes, Freddie. And he sat down. He tried to reason with me, the psychological reason.
He tried to show you proof in the book?
Jesus didn't even create Christianity, so that makes no sense.
Well,
that's the whole point.
Jesus was Jewish, actually.
Because it's all about interpretation. You know, I believe a man is a man and a woman is a woman. But there are certain things nowadays that there are people that believe they're men that were women and they have beliefs. So if you have the freedom to believe what you believe, if you believe it, then you have the freedom to do it. And you can't argue with somebody's freedoms. Can't argue with that. Exactly. So you believe in God your way.
Religious freedom in this country?
Yes.
Allegedly?
Right? Michael, give us some history.
Well, I mean, that they wanted to separate church and state. And so in the Constitution, there was freedom of speech, right to bear arms, freedom of religion, you know. And, you know, some people have taken that and used it for their own benefit in the wrong way.
That's right. It's called manipulation.
Right. For example, like, say, you know, the Nazis.
Yes,
the neo-Nazis used the freedom of religion to justify being a neo-Nazi.
Do you ever feel like there's so much negativity happening right now, you just can't even get out of it and find, like, positivity?
That's why I don't even turn on the TV anymore.
You can't even turn on the TV. Or you're going to find pennies and nickels because it costs more.
Well, actually, you won't find pennies, not anymore.
What happened with pennies from heaven? You think we'll still get them? We're going to get feathers because they're
can't
free.
Because it's COD now.
Feathers are free.
They charge you for them. Listen, I got into an argument this morning because there's so much stuff that goes on that I love when people point out that there are good things to the madness of mad until it isn't.
Everyone has their opinion.
Well, until it isn't. And you know, and I keep playing that song. I'll play it for you guys after the show. And I keep playing that song because it talks about how we don't communicate. We only argue. You know, we have a difference of everything. One shoe doesn't talk to the other, but the hands fight both. It's just ridiculous what's going on.
Like, I was doing research into DNA, like human DNA. Mm-hmm. And I read an article that basically states that everybody on the planet is 99.999 genetically related to everybody else. Because
somehow.
Right, so we all come from the single source in Africa through our maternal mitochondrial line. So you can actually do your own DNA. And everybody on the planet came from a single woman in Africa.
Eve.
Mitochondrial Eve is what they called her. Right? They called her mitochondrial Eve. Because the mitochondria actually pass from mother to daughter.
Because she's the
and it has its own genetic characteristics that change very subtly.
The Eve of everyone.
But let me ask a question. If you were to take a man and a woman, it's a woman and a man, and you were to strip you down completely
Of clothes?
of everything, thought,
Well,
clothes,
at the very
everything.
end, we're just carbon and
So
stardust.
at the very end, but you're a human, right?
Mhm.
Allegedly a human, because even that's now being debated. Ugh.
Wow.
But let's say you're a male and you're a female, right? And the person next to you is a female and the person next to you is a male. What separates us? The color of our skin,
Right.
our thoughts, or somebody else's?
No.
And
Somebody
The,
else
the
is
only
cool.
reason we
Independent.
look different is because our ancestors settled.
Forget
the
about
gene-
all that.
I know, but I'm saying under the skin, we're all the same people.
It's the manipulation of thought. It is controlling people to go left, go right, go center. It is somebody's ideas being implemented in you so that you have an opinion, and then you learn hate. You learn anger. Because these are things you're not born with. They're taught them.
Right, exactly. And I choose not to hate anyone.
Well, yeah, but you're an exception to the rule. Unfortunately, I wish there was more people that would buy into that. But I'm just talking about the simplest of communication, about talking to one another. The football commercial that they play with Snoop Dogg and the actor, that he says at the end, I can't believe that this has gotten to a point that we have to make a commercial about it. That's what I'm talking about. The reasoning behind why. Not the why anymore, because it's just stupid.
I
But
agree.
the reasoning that we even have to go there.
So we're going to go back to what you and I used to do
Oh, God.
and just promote good things.
Can't do that.
Why?
Because nobody listens to that. They want to hear about
No, people
racing
like
cars.
We're going to
Well,
go back
yeah,
to actually
but-
all
And the
those are
highway.
good things,
You
though.
see?
Off-roading,
Yeah.
pink Jeeps,
Things that
mermaid
make-
Jeeps, things like that.
Ooh, what's
Things
a
that make
mermaid
people
Jeep?
happy.
This
People-
lady has a Jeep wrapped like mermaids.
People
Oh,
don't
that's
want
cute.
that. They want a car with snakes coming out of it.
Broncos.
I don't know. I think there's a lot of
Okay.
positivity.
Too
I want to
late.
go. I want to go with Haley out to the horse farm, and I want to do some fun things out there and do a shoot out there.
We were invited.
We can do horseback
Wait a
riding?
minute. Hold on.
Ask Haley.
We were invited to a farm, not Haley's farm, another farm up
Nancy's?
north, Nancy's.
Well, I just got to put it together.
And we're gonna learn how to milk a goat.
No, I don't want to
That's
do
not
that.
Nancy.
I
That's
don't.
Kelly.
Kelly. We'll
I
learn how to
mean,
milk
I
a
just
goat.
want to ride a horse.
We're going to pick up an egg, and you can sell it. That egg is 50 cents more today.
Do you know? I spoke to her yesterday. Those eggs will last 4 to 6 weeks.
Yes.
Not
Because
4 to
they're-
6 days. 4 to 6 weeks.
How long are
Because
It's
eggs
because they're
supposed to last?
organic.
they're
Is that
organic.
unbelievable?
That's because, all of our chickens today have been cultivated by breeding over centuries to get
The chemicals?
the profit and stuff like that.
So I'm going to talk to her today. We're going to talk to her today and try to set up a time to go next week. Maybe we go when you come with us.
I would love to.
We're gonna milk goats. We're going to
Couldn't be
grab
more excited.
eggs. We're going to. Do they have a horse? No.
No, they've got goats and chickens.
And chickens. Oh, but I'm trying to talk her husband into getting rabbits. So she said, if you, my husband wants to do rabbits. Can you show him how? Show him how. Make a cage and put them in there. Yeah.
Show 'em how.
You have 400 rabbits in a month.
Well, so next Saturday I'm doing the Ren Fair. If anybody's interested in coming with me,
Are you gonna have rabbits?
well, they're gonna have all sorts of stuff there.
Do they cook rabbits too?
Well, I know they have turkey legs and a lot of the fair food that like deep fried stuff.
I gotta ask you guys: if you raised an animal, a chicken, a turkey, a rabbit,
No.
can you slaughter
No.
it to eat it?
No.
You won't eat it.
No.
You won't eat it.
No.
either?
Once you name something, I can't.
Yep.
Can't
Sorry.
eat it. You?
Well,
Cookie Monster, you?
I don't think I could unless I raised it with the express, no, even then, probably not.
So no matter what you raise, you won't eat it. It's like your
If
children.
if I actually put money into having a farm and doing the entire agricultural, natural, whatever thing, yes. But if I have just one singular turkey and a couple chickens
I'm
that I
talking about
name,
as a business.
She's got 41 chickens.
I would, because I used to work for a lady that processed her own chickens, and it was
And you
definitely
ate
Well, if it was a matter of survival, of living off what you can make,
right,
It's a
right.
farm.
And I wish to actually live that life, grow my own
Oh, there you
vegetables.
go. You want to go to Puerto Rico? I'll give you a farm.
No, I don't want to go to Puerto Rico. I want to stay here.
It's 107 degrees in the shade.
I don't want
We're
to
gonna
go to
up to
Puerto
the
Rico.
farm
Yes.
and put together a
We're gonna
podcast
milk.
for her.
She says we can milk the goats.
Milk the goats. So we'll go up one
I
morning.
ain't doing it, but I like to watch somebody else.
Why wouldn't you do it?
Because the last time I milked anything, a cow kicked me in the chest, almost killed me.
But this
Done
time
with
it will be on video.
No, this time you do it, and I'll hold the camera, and you do
that would be a great blooper.
But you love farms. You're a farm girl. You're a country bumpkin.
A little bit.
But Nancy invited us to her farm also, but you also work with the horse farm.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a ways from here, but it's in Loxahatchee.
Loxahatchee's not that far.
Well,
Right.
This farm is in Port St. Lucie, so it's about an hour and a half from here. So everything's a bit
You
of
guys
a
are
ways.
pretty-
Matter of fact, you know who
Suburbia.
invited me to Loxahatchee for their event?
Who?
Bobby.
Is that where his event is? I thought it used to be down in Davie.
It is.
That's not Loxahatchee.
Where's Loxahatchee?
Loxahatchee's a little bit northwest
Oh,
of here,
north, no,
way
mine
west.
is-
Like
This
by
south.
Wellington North.
No, this is south. Where is it he goes? Davie, somewhere south.
Davie.
Something Farms. Way down there.
Okay.
L'chaim Farms.
Southwest Farms or something.
No, it's not.
down Davie.
It's not.
There's a horse
It's
farm
not
right next to my
anything like
house.
that.
Do you have any news or anything that we're playing?
Yeah, no, we don't have any news because she was sick, so I didn't know if you guys knew how. Do you guys know how to download? You should have told me that.
Should have
Anyway,
assumed I knew how to do it.
my
Exactly.
assumption was very miscalculation. So I was gonna send a video, latest and greatest today. They are making cheese and meats from the lab.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
no.
there's a
Yeah,
thing in
Impossible
India
Burgers.
where in like
No, no, no.
China and India
Oh
where they
my
do like
gosh.
do stuff like that too.
It's not an Impossible Burger. That's what I thought. They're taking cheese and they're using some kind of cells and they're making make-believe cheese. And their biggest concern is the taste. Wouldn't you be more concerned
About the
about
chemicals?
the way the...
This is why you grow your own farm.
No, there is no chemicals. This is just cells.
Of what?
Yeah, where's the
Of
cells
somebody's
coming from?
placenta or something. I don't.
That's the face cream. Sorry, that was bovine placenta. That was
Well,
yesterday.
I'll bring in the videos tomorrow, and they're doing the same thing for meats.
I think you're better off just eating. If we ate actually the way we used to eat and just eat clean meats, fruits, vegetables, and not lab-grown things,
Well,
you
the
wouldn't have
problem
issues.
is that you get the bird flu, it kills all the birds, right? You get something with foot and mouth, kills all the cows. So now the powers that be are concerned. What does the society do if there's nothing to eat? So they're starting with milk, with cheese and meats. I'll send you the video. You gonna look it up?
You're gonna say no because I'm not. I don't know if G-Man's texting.
Oh.
So no,
G-Man.
I'm not gonna look it up. We're gonna say he's on his way in.
So that's the latest and the greatest. Now you live in a farm, or you work on a farm. Do you work in a horse stable or do you work on a farm?
I do both.
The farm, what's it?
So the
consist-
difference is like, one is just a horse barn, and then the other one has like actual farm animals.
Like chickens and stuff.
Yeah.
You pick the eggs.
Yeah.
Do you pick them very early in the morning?
Yeah.
Do you ever have problems with snakes?
I haven't seen the snake.
Okay.
I mean, I don't really see snakes. in
What about the
morning.
rooster? Rooster doesn't attack you
No, I've had some encounters with roosters.
because they're very territorial.
We, my family, we never had roosters. We only had hens.
Only the hens.
Roosters don't really. The only thing roosters provide is like security for their flock.
Yeah, and
That's
they
it.
also they put
I'm
to
still,
make.
I'm still
little
confused
Right.
about how that happens.
But they're very
Her face.
territorial.
So like the chicken is the chicken a hen?
Yeah.
The chicken is a hen, yeah.
So the chicken hen lays an egg. Sometimes you have an egg, and then sometimes you get a chicken out of it.
Well, no.
So no,
there's
it-
fertilized and unfertilized.
Well, how
You
do
gotta
you know?
fertilize it. Well, she knows.
Okay, so like,
The hen.
if you have like a rooster in your flock, and you like they lay the egg, you can shine a flashlight
and you won't know.
in there,
Yeah.
and
And you'll see.
Oh wow.
you'll see.
But the hen will tell you.
But
'Cause she
also, if
will
you
tell
crack
you.
it before, like it's not gonna be, like in time, it's not gonna. Because what they do is they lay on it for a certain amount of weeks, and like,
That's right.
And it grows.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's always an egg unless you lay on it.
yeah.
But the
Interesting.
hen will always tell you whether it's fertilized or anything because you try to take a hen, you have to scoot a hen sometimes. If she leaves the eggs behind, you know they're not probably gonna be fertilized.
Dorito, you knew this?
I know a little bit about this because my neighbors in Jersey have chickens, and they don't shut up, and their rooster
The
doesn't.
chickens or your neighbors?
Both. Well, no. the roosters like doesn't understand that it's only supposed to be loud in the morning. Know the cock-a-doodle-doo thing it does?
Yeah.
Yeah. It does it every 5
Do
seconds.
you know why it does it?
Because it hates me.
No.
Then why?
Because it's its territory. It's letting you know
It's like,
He's
hey,
there.
I'm here.
So
Get out.
how many roosters do you need in a hen house?
one.
I think just
One? See, again, it goes
No,
back
it's
to
like- it's the same
male-female
thing, like-
ratio.
And you get like a donkey for like your your horse. You can get them for your cow, mostly for cows. But you can also do it for horses. They'll protect your flock, not your flock.
You
I'm
do
sorry.
a donkey for your cows?
Yeah, the donkeys will protect your cows.
I never heard
horses.
of that.
It's so cute.
Yep.
You
Oh,
know,
that's nice.
when my
Yeah.
family lived
Then
in
you get
Atlanta,
Donkey
we
Kong.
lived next to horse farms. So our dogs would always go over to the horses. The horses would look at the dogs. The dogs would look at the horses going, hi.
It's fascinating. It's a whole different realm of life I don't understand. I'd like to kind of to see it. I think it's pretty cool.
I didn't know that about the donkey.
Yeah. That you'll see like some farmers like that have big.
To protect his
cows
cows.
and stuff.
It's funny because then you get Donkey Kong.
Do you remember the show Wife Swap? Can you imagine?
Oh my gosh, I've seen that
Oh my
before.
god,
Can you
wait.
imagine?
I've seen that.
I remember there was an episode on it where one of them, the
First
family.
of all, you shouldn't be looking at that. You were Mormon.
What?
Mermaid? Mormon?
I was, but I'm not
You were a
anymore.
mermaid.
Can you imagine swapping me to go live on a farm?
No, but there
Wouldn't
was
that
Nobody
be
would
fun?
do
You
it.
could go to a dude ranch. Those
Nobody
are
would
so
do it. I
fun.
wouldn't
there
swap
was
you.
someone on Wife Swap where they
A
had
wife swap,
a
they wouldn't
they
swap.
had
They give
a
you back.
pet,
They do that for 15 minutes. Are you
Wait, let her
nuts?
finish.
they had a pet turkey and like the turkey got hit by a car, and so the man, while the turkey's body was still warm, he took it and made it into food, and then he didn't tell the replacement wife lady until she already ate it, and he was like, oh, that was the turkey, and she was like, what?
Oh. Imagine swapping me out. Chuck would
For a
be
dead
like,
turkey?
Go, gotta go.
I think you'd find it fun.
I think it'd be
I think you're
awesome.
like that person that's just very open to anything.
Who?
Me.
Dawn.
Who?
Dawn.
Me.
Who?
Dawn.
This one? First
She
of all,
looks
they
like
give
she's
her,
I
They'll
open.
give-
think it would be fun.
they'll give
Yeah.
her back in 5 minutes.
Why?
They'll say, yo, Chuck, you out of your mind, bro. Here.
I think
Yeah.
it could be fun.
Take
though.
it back. Fun how? You drive everybody crazy.
So I could
I
drive
think
someone
only
else crazy,
you.
but I could learn the farm. I could see the chickens.
She wouldn't be
So-
driving anyone crazy.
So wait a
It's like
minute, wait a
it's
minute,
Be
wait
her
a
and the
minute.
animals.
So you're doing a wife swap with a farmer?
Yeah.
You never make it.
Why?
Because you won't survive on a
Well, it
farm.
depends. I do need AC in the house.
No, but that's
there
not
are
a
some
farm life.
parameters.
That's not farm
Why
life.
all houses have AC?
You got to
now.
get up at 5 in the morning, 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning. First of all, because you're the female, you got to do the light stuff, like the eggs and stuff. Then you got to come make breakfast. And then you got to go to the fields.
Says who?
But this is the
That was a
way.
different generation.
No.
So you're going to throw around the fields?
No.
You're going to go on the fields? You're going to run that field? You're going to do the hay and all that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Say, hey,
Her?
what's else?
Her. Uh-huh.
It's-
I would
it's
give
not
you
that hard to learn.
$1,000 if she lasts
One week in the
morning.
gym before you go and you'll be fine.
1 week in the
Do
gym.
you have any? No, she's strong as an ox.
Okay, then she'll be fine.
The mosquitoes alone
Those
would
hay
drive
bales
her.
are nothing.
Those hay bales are
50, 60
tons.
pounds.
No, they're not. They're heavier
No,
than
I
that.
swear.
And what
I
if
swear.
they're wet? What if they're moist? Don't tell her that.
You lift
They're
hay
not going
bale?
to be wet.
You lift hay bales? Look
I
at
They're
had to
never
fill
wet?
all the.
They're never wet? Well, you got dry hay bales?
I'm not going to lie. Like, they'll have the big, huge ones. Those ones
Yeah,
are pretty
you
heavy.
gotta use
but
the machines. You ain't gonna move
no,
that.
you just find them.
And also, there's no cell phone reception out
I
there.
like what she said. No, you just find your guy now.
You find a guy, right.
I'm
It's
taking
it's
Michael
hard.
with me.
It's-
Michael, that hay bale needs to go from
It's
here to
hard.
Yeah,
there.
sure.
No, there's no pointing in that farm.
There's no point.
There's no pointing. Yo, you do nothing.
Hey, it would be a
Oh,
great,
he's kinda
it would be a
right. He's
great
kinda
workout.
right.
I'm gonna tell you what happens is if you don't roll up your sleeves, they find you somewhere with a broken leg in the forest.
Yeah, you got to figure it out yourself.
You
If you're
gotta
on
do
a
it.
big farm and you're out in
middle of
the
nowhere.
land out there,
My father took me to a farm one time. I had just come out of the Bronx, and I looked around in all directions. I said, Dad, I don't know if this is for me. He says, well, then you better walk your way back.
Interesting.
right?
It'd be kind of cool though.
Let me tell you something. It ain't cool. It's scary. And we had a
I mean, life
jungle.
swap could be kind of cool.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about that. Hey, listen, give her a call if you want. If you're a
Life
farmer
swap.
and you want a wife swap, absolutely. We'll get you hooked up
You know,
at the
their
end of the
wife
day.
may not like my lifestyle either.
We're gonna have to field
They
so
may
many
look
calls.
at my room and go,
No,
"What?"
it's a farmer's wife in your house with AC and everything else. She ain't got to do nothing. She ain't got to even cook. She's there in a heartbeat.
She doesn't even have to change the batteries on the smoke detector. That was this
Did you
morning.
do that?
No.
You can't even reach the ceiling.
Exactly. So it was going off
But in
all
a-
morning long.
Yeah, but in a farm, there is no smoke detector.
You got the rooster.
The thing just burns down. You have to build it again.
The rooster.
Rooster's running for the
Oh,
road.
Rooster.
You ready to wrap this up?
Yes, wipe
I
swipe.
make you laugh. See, an hour with me, you'll be laughing again.
Oh yeah, I'm laughing.
All right, have a great morning, everyone. Stay safe. Tune in today. Apparently, the stars are changing. It's a full moon. We've got Helen Archer of Cosmic Astrology Society joining us.
I saw the full moon.
So lots of new things happening.
No, it's very bad when the moon comes out.
Why?
Because all the crazies come out with it.
Well, statistically, that's where the term lunatic comes from.
Yes, lunatic.
Yeah, because it was believed that if you slept under a full moon, you go crazy.
I was driving home yesterday. I was dodging bullets. What is wrong with people with the moon?
Maybe you could do that too. Michael, there's so many things you could do.
Well, it's also, but the moon does have an influence on the planet. For example, it's what affects our tides.
Michael, hold the microphone.
It affects our tides, but statistically, more violent crimes are affected on full moon nights.
And all farm wife swaps are done under the full moon, so you're in good shape.
Have a great morning, everyone. We'll see you midday.
Thank you for listening to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show. My mug is empty, and you know what that means.
I think it means it's time for a coffee refill.
As we prepare for other shows here at the Amp Media Production Studios.
Tune in for more fun and laughs at 12 o'clock for our afternoon show.
And remember to like, follow, and subscribe on our page.
Have a great morning, everyone. Stay safe and be kind to each other.
And don't be late.